Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mitesh Khatri. I'm a leadership trainer, motivational speaker, and a best-selling author of two books, Awaken the Leader in You and The Law of Attraction. Today is Monday, so we're going to talk in English on a leadership lesson. And today's topic is how do leaders give feedback effectively? As usual, instead of giving you simple theories, I'm going to share with you specific steps and specific strategies that I teach in my leadership workshops to CEOs, directors, multimillionaires all across the world of multinational corporations. These are people who have 50 years of experience. These are people who've gone through IIM, IIT. These are people who've gone through Harvard University, Cambridge universities, and yet these specific steps of how to give effective feedback is helping them create amazing results to improve their relationship with their followers. Make sense? Okay, so I'm going to share with you exactly those steps, so write it down right now. Step one, whenever you want to give people effective feedback, step one, write down the intention and fears of your feedback. That's right. The intention of you giving them feedback is not just the feedback itself, right? But because you want them to probably improve as a person in their professional life, or maybe because you want to improve your relationship with them. That's the reason you're giving them feedback in the first place. For an example, you're giving a feedback to someone that says, hey, listen, you've been late nowadays in the office. Now, that's not really the reason you're giving them feedback. The intention is because you want them to improve them at their work, or your intention is because you want to increase your level of trust in them, or you want to improve your relationship with them. Whatever is your intention of giving the feedback, you must always write down that intention first. Because if you don't communicate the intention to people, they don't understand the importance of the feedback in the first place, right? So write down your intention and what did I say? And your fears about why do you want to give them the feedback. There are some fears you have. Everybody in the world is scared of giving feedback a little bit because the fear behind giving the feedback is maybe the person will get hurt, or maybe the person will misunderstand you, or maybe the person feels that you're trying to corner them purposely just to give them any unnecessary feedback because you don't like them. There may be a number of fears that you have. Write down what those fears are. Okay, and I'll tell you why. Just write those fears down. So you write down your intention of giving feedback, then you write down what is the fear in your mind about why you don't want to give them the feedback, or what are you scared of while giving them the feedback. Okay, step two, write down your feedback in objective terms with specific examples. Most people, even at the senior management level, the reason we are ineffective in giving feedback because you may be have using the perfect words, the right communication, but the feedback that you're giving is probably in subjective terms, which means, for an example, you're saying you're always late. Always is pretty subjective. So the argument that you get is, I'm not always late. Well, that's because you used a subjective communication style. So what do? Write down your feedback in objective terms with specific examples. For an example, you've been late to the office 3 times in the last week for half an hour each time. Now that's pretty specific, right? It's difficult to argue with that because you're giving them specific examples on specific incidents. So write down your feedback with specific examples in objective terms, not subjective terms. Okay? Step three, go to that person and ask them if this is the right time for them to receive the feedback and if they're in the right state of mind to receive the feedback. A lot of people are not able to communicate effective feedback, not because something's wrong with your communication, but because the receiver is in the wrong state of mind, or maybe the time is wrong for them to receive the feedback. So CEOs have realized after my workshop, after receiving these steps of feedback, that 50% of the times when they ask their team members, their board of directors, that is this the right time to give them feedback or the right state of mind, about 50% of the times their team members told them, is it okay if we can take this feedback later? Wow, what just happened here? You saved yourself 50% of failure of ineffective receiving communication or feedback from the other party. Make sense? So, step three, always ask the person that you're giving feedback to, is this the right time and the right state of mind for you to receive feedback right now? Okay, so that's step three. Step four, now communicate by reading your intentions and your fears first. Communicate by reading your intentions and your fears first. The reason I'm asking you to read is because if you're going to communicate your intentions simply by your memory, you're going to misread it, and sometimes you might use the wrong words because you're emotionally probably charged because of whatever you're feeling on the feedback, right? So what do? You read the intention of your feedback and you read the fears and you reiterate to the person saying, hey, listen, I'm scared that if I tell you about this, you might feel bad or you may be or maybe you'll get hurt, or maybe you feel that I'm purposely giving you this feedback because I don't like you, but I really want you to know that's not my intention. The intention of me giving you this feedback is because I really want to have a better relationship with you. The intention of me giving you this feedback is because I really want you to grow as a professional person and even as an individual. So I hope you don't mind, but I really don't want to hurt you, but that's my biggest fear while giving you this feedback. I want you to remember my intention is to help you grow and to have a better relationship with me. Make sense? So always communicate the intention and the fears by reading it out to them. Watch what happened right now. I spoke the same thing in so many words, but if I was reading it out, it would be very, very specific, right? Now, step 4. Communicate. Step 3 was what? You go and ask them about the right time and the right state of mind. Step 4 is what? You read the intention and the fears, and now read to them the objective feedback that you've written down with specific examples. Don't tell them from your memory, because again, you might end up using wrong words. You might end up being subjective, or you might end up being emotionally charged. What do? You simply read. You read your feedback in objective terms and specific examples. Once you've done that, step 5. Ask the person saying, okay, so this is what I wanted to share with you. This is the feedback I wanted to give you. What's your opinion about that? So step 5 is ask them for their opinion and now listen. I repeat, step 5 is ask them for their opinion and now listen. Just listen. Okay. And when I say listen, don't wait to talk. Really listen. There should be silence from your side for like 5 to 10 minutes, right? Let the person complete what they wanted to say. Whether they want to justify, whether they want to clarify, whether they want to say your feedback is wrong, doesn't really matter. Listen to them. All right. Listen to them. 99% chances are if you're giving feedback in the exact steps that I'm telling you, which is you've written your intentions, your fears, you've written your objective feedback with specific examples, you've read it to them, you've checked with their time and state of mind with them, you've read your intentions, your fears, and your communication of feedback objectively with specific examples. If you followed all these 4 steps, 99% chances are they're not going to get hurt because you've taken care of all of that in the first 4 steps, right? Now, in step 5, just listen to their point of view, okay? And then step 6, last step, step 6, ask them, can I help you in any way? Can I help you in any way to improve on this feedback? Or do you think you can take care of it yourself? And can you give me any commitment on showing improvement on this? Okay, so what am I saying here? Step 6 is offer help and ask commitment. That's it. Offer help and ask commitment, saying, do you need any help from my side, or do you think you can do it yourself? And can you give me any commitment to show improvement on the feedback? It's as simple as that, right? Now, it's not an exact 100% science. There will be some differences in the way you talk to the person when you actually get into that conversation. But if you follow the steps, 90% of this is a science. 10% of this is more like an art, right? So step 1 again, what is step 1? Write down your feedback, intention, and fears in specific words. Then write down your feedback in objective terms with specific examples. Step 3, ask the person if this is the right time and place and the right state of mind. Step 4, communicate your intentions, your fears, and your feedback objectively with examples. Just read it out. Don't tell them, just read it out. Step 5, listen to them. And step 6, offer them help and ask for commitment. That's it. Use it not only in your professional life, even in your personal life. I use this with my wife, even now, with my mother, even now, with my brother, even now. I use it with my coaches. I use it with my participants. I use it even with my friends all the time. And believe me, it works. Okay. So use it. If you liked it, and if you get some results from it, share your results in the comment section below. It would be great help for me to understand that I'm adding value to your life. So if you feel that you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up. I would understand that you liked it. Share the video with your friends and family if someone you know needs to understand how to give feedback effectively. Okay, great. And by the way, if you haven't got the copy of the book, Awaken the Leader in You already, please go to the description. You'll find the link of my website. Find the book over there, order it quickly, and the Law of Attraction as well. Okay, I'll see you soon on Friday with a Hindi video on Law of Attraction. Please use these steps today with someone, because believe me, you have to give feedback on a daily basis to someone about something. You can do this on the phone, you can do this on email, you can do this in one-on-one as a person, but the best part is you can follow this as a sequential steps. Okay, use it, let me know how it works. Take care, bye-bye Rockstar, and keep watching the videos and subscribe it if you haven't already to the channel so that future videos come to you directly in your inbox. Take care, bye-bye.